Hey folks, welcome back to Ben or Break. I'm your host Ben, and this is a bit of a short, unscheduled stream. I wanted to share a game that's new to the channel, but probably most of you have heard of, Magic the Gathering. We're playing Magic the Gathering Arena, which is the digital platform. The season reset just happened with the end of the month, so we dropped out of Mythic to Platinum Tier 4, and let's start playing some ranked games and getting back up there. One note, personal challenge of mine, no wildcards. So I have all these wildcards sitting here and I'm not using them for deck building, just using what I already have. We'll cover the deck and the game if you're not familiar as we go, but for now we should just get into ranked. All right. The deck we're using is primarily Golgari, so that's green and black mana. We'll see what we're up against. Oh, we have one island, because you'll see. Maybe. I don't love it, but we'll try keeping. Primary shtick of this deck is kind of the mono green ramp. Get up to big monsters, kill stuff. I guess I'm a bit of a Timmy in that way. Our secondary plan is some graveyard mechanics. So cards like Shigeki and Mulch get cards into our graveyard, and we have cards that then benefit from those. Shigeki can fetch cards back from our graveyard. Looks like we're probably going up against mono black. Very strong in the meta right now. Yep. It's been a little bit since I played ranked. I got up to Mythic when I first started playing last month. I hadn't played too much ranked since then. Not sure if we'll be able to be fast enough. This isn't a fast deck. Yep, cut down, okay. All right, we did not draw a land, that's fine. Mulch will probably fetch us one or two. Oh, two, okay, we'll take it. We don't have anything else to play this round, so we'll play the storefront. Fetch out a swamp. And we definitely got a tempo advantage right now. We'll have to see if we can last until we can get our cleanup crews out. It's going to be close. Seiju, great. We're a little slow getting to it. Normally I would have liked to see some of our ramp hit before now. We're on turn 4 lands. We want to be ahead of the game, ideally. It looks like they've missed at least one land drop, so that's fine. Discard a card. We don't need all these cleanup crews. They're probably going to hit us for about half our health right here. Looks like they found a land. We'll see what they drop. Nothing there, just buffing up their sleeper and getting some card draw. Okay. 5 mana. We'll put 3 of it into Nut Terminal. And then use it and 2 more to play our Shakedown Heavy. That should keep us alive. We might have to just jump block with it. Nope, we're dead. They had removal. Okay. GG. Next turn, our Boseiju would have grown up into a nice big tree to help defend us, and we could have gotten out of a cleanup crew, but we're just one turn too slow. It's a slow deck. I'm not claiming it's a meta deck. Let's get in again. Didn't get to show off any of our graveyard mechanics either. Consuming Blob is one of our main win conditions. It just gets big depending on how many different card types you have in your graveyard, and it multiplies every round. Hopefully we'll get one of those out eventually. This is the reason we have blue mana in this deck. But we have to mulligan that. This looks a little better. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We don't have any way to get to Net Terminal. Okay, good. Don't need crew. I guess we may need those, but let's make sure we can at least get our mana base set up. Hopefully they're playing a slow deck. Okay, blue and white. Not sure I'm gonna like where that's leading. We'll bluff a little bit, play our blue out, even though we're mostly a green deck. Back in our Bankbuster. Okay. Really slow start. Not happy about this. We're again going to be turn 4 Boseiju. Okay, board wipe. Well, a minor board wipe. That's good. Let's get our Boseiju going. They might counterspell it. I'm not sure how much blue they have in their deck, but they have 2 lands out right now. Using their mana for card draw instead. Okay. That's probably what I would do too. I wouldn't feel particularly threatened by Boseiju. Blue has some good ways to deal with that, like Fading Hope. Alright, Titan of Industry is one of our other win conditions, and we have the lands to get to it eventually. But let's try to pressure their... at least stop some of their card advantage. They'll of course use it this round. That means they don't have mana free to counterspell or do anything else silly. They're making all their land drops, so are we. Looks like they don't have anything else to play. I'm worried that means they'll counterspell our Titan when we get there. They discarded an extra land, okay. Nothing else to play? There's nothing to drag to the bottom. Okay, card draw. They discarded Antagonize. Target creature gets bonuses until the end of turn. We have not seen any creatures yet. There's some humans. I don't think we need to drag to the bottom. Let's get a land out. Let's hit them with Boseiju. They haven't hit us yet. I'm sure they'll jump block. Yep. Is that +2 and lifelink. And it creates a token when it dies. Okay. They still probably have mana to counterspell this, but you know what? We're not feeling pressure right now. I'm not worried about it. If they're going to play slow, we can try playing slow too. Flame Blessed Bolt and another Flame Blessed Bolt. Can't do anything about that. They had that card draw advantage early in the game. So we can still wipe the board or play a Titan. I'm worried they'll counterspell the Titan, so we'll see if they allow the board wipe. They might blow their counterspell here. We're playing Magic the Gathering Arena. Playing a Golgari deck. Devious Cover Up. They used a counterspell and shuffled 4 cards back into their library. That means they're probably not using Haughty Djinn. Let's see if they want to counterspell this. Nope. Okay. They have 3 cards in hand. Let's try Titan. It might get countered. Does not get countered. Okay. Let's create a token and shield counter. We don't need the life gain right now. All right. Wipe that board. Looks like they don't have anything else. And we drew another land. Oh well. Now it's a top deck battle. This will be a slow one, folks. Again, blue will have answers to our Boseiju, more than likely. Hopefully we've pulled all our lands out of the deck by now. Ooh, this is our second one we played. Copy the next spell. What is your next spell? Card draw. Okay, they discarded Blessed Defiance. which is another creature buffing spell. I don't seem to have anything else. We drew another land. Let's mulch, get our graveyard started. In case we happen to draw into a blob. Oh, there's a blob in our graveyard. Show you all that. It's important to our game plan, or important to the deck, one of our win conditions. Right now this is a 3/4, but it's equal to the number of card types in your graveyard plus for its power, and then that +1 for its toughness. Right, let's see if they allow us to hit them with Beseiju. They've got a full hand of cards. Okay, 7 damage. Another one. Ooh, it draws cards too. Nasty. Okay, let's scry. We don't need more lands. We really don't. We need one of our threats. Glorious Sunrise is not a threat, but it's good. We'll see if they counterspell it. They have a full hand of cards. Couldn't or didn't. Not sure. That's not good. Hullbreaker Horror. Whenever you cast a spell, return, target anything to its owner's hand, basically. That means we're probably done. Yep. Keep drawing lands. Gotta concede. I'll show the deck breakdown real quick. Once we're out of the game. We are only running 21 lands in a 60-card deck because we have so many ways of fetching. But that's just all we could draw that last game. Let's see, how do I do this? There we go. So a bit heavy in the top end, Cleanup Crew, Titan of Industry, and then Glorious Sunrise and Consuming Blob as our 5 drops. Cruelty of Gix gets stuff out of our graveyard into play. And we've already seen Beseiju. Let's hop back in. Lots of ramp, so okay, keep that. Can lead off with Crystal Grotto, such a great little land. We get to scry, and yes, we might need some removal. Let's leave that on top. Titan Harvester, okay. Not too worried about that. Looks like they are black, red, and white so far. Another blob in our graveyard. We'll have means of fetching it out, possibly. Really want the blob in our hand and other cards in our graveyard. But it is what it is. No other plays for them. Cut down. Nice. Okay. 3 mana into our net terminal. It's just a mana stone. Exhaust it to add a... Tap it to add a mana of any color. So I'm not too familiar with Magic. I just started playing last month. I have some experience with the Lord of the Rings Living Card Game, which is a collectible card game by Fantasy Flight Games. Obviously, the whole genre owes its existence to Magic. You comment on your turn. It's going to make an elemental. Let's not do that. Let's cut that down before we get to that trigger point. Anyway, but I have some experience with Lord of the Rings Living Card Game. So if I say exhaust instead of tap, or resources instead of mana, that's where I'm coming from. Okay, we'll have 5 mana available. I still don't feel the need to remove anything with Terra Sunder. So we'll just play a Weather Seed Treaty. It's one of our land fetching effects. Let's pull out our 1 island in case we draw our 1 card with blue mana. I got another Lagomos. Oh, can't do anything about that right now. So they would be able to hit us for a fair amount. We'll probably be using Cleanup Crew for healing then. Really good card. There's definitely better cards I would put in if I wasn't doing the no using wildcards challenge. But it's a good top end card. Has a lot of utility. Destroy artifact, enchantment, exile card from graveyard, or gain some life. Oh, we do have Kaito. Okay. Probably not going to play it. I don't think we'll tear asunder. I think instead our move is just Cleanup Crew. Get some life gain. Get us out of burn range. I know they're running some red mana. Hopefully Kaito next round. So yeah, I use all these effects. Life gain if we're against aggro and we drop below 10. Exile target card from graveyards. Really good tech against flashback instance and sorceries. They do not attack in. They don't want to lose anything. They may have removal. Saw them hover over that. Yep, Rite of Oblivion. As an example, that's a card with flashback. So if we had another Cleanup Crew and we played it, we can exile that from their graveyard, make it inaccessible to them. I don't think we will do that. Okay. 7 mana available. I'll definitely want to play this. Means we won't be able to play Kaito. Well, let's start by attacking in with this. Might as well use it. What we can do... Oh, we should have played Glorious Sunrise earlier if we're gonna... Oops, okay. Well, we can do this. Oh, so definitely misplay there. Another swamp, what is that? Target long non-land permanent. So that could have gotten rid of these also. Maybe it'll end up being for the best that we didn't get out these important cards. We'll see how much they're able to hit us for. Probably at least 6. It's a gamble. Edgar. Okay, hit us for 7. Can we sunrise and do a big old tear asunder? Yes, we can. We have to use the mana acceleration option there. No attackers. We'll need to chump block with our sapperlings. And let's just tear that asunder. Okay. Curious if they'll use Rite of Oblivion on our Glorious Sunrise. Block so that we keep as much health as possible. They have us down to 4. Another Bank Buster. Ooh, Cruelty of Gix. So we can scoop any card out of our graveyard, and we have a big old blob in there. Looks like we can do Kaito and Cruelty of Gix. We'll do that. Get a chump blocker in case we need it. Read ahead to the 3rd option. We could grab a Lagomos, but blob is better. Gain life. Unfortunately, it's only a 3/4 right now. That's enough to keep us alive while we gain life back up from our sunrise. So they've been kind of hanging back. Not too worried. They're probably going to Rite of Oblivion our blob. But we kind of had to play it, or we're dead. Oh, I destroy evil also. Okay. That added a creature to our graveyard, so our ooze got another 1 to each of its stats. Here's the elemental. Maybe they're saving Rite of Oblivion for Kaito. But prevented them from doing any damage this turn, which is important. Okay. All right. We're going to probably use Glorious Sunrise for healing and Kaito for card draw. Just our ninja. We need our ooze up to defend. Another blob. Okay. I might actually keep this in hand. We could just play it out, but we have plenty of mana at this point. They'll probably Rite of Oblivion this now, but at least they have to choose between it and Kaito. Keep this in hand just so they don't know everything that we have. We're kind of bluffing that it's an instant or something. We don't need the extra mana from playing it out. They probably won't attack in unless they can bust out multiple kinds of removal. It looks like they are going to do Rite of Oblivion. Sacrifice an on-land permanent. Okay, they just sacrificed the Blood Vial. Blood token. And they had damage against Kaito. Okay. Thankfully, this just goes back in our graveyard. It's not exiled. We'll see if they risk tacking in with everything. They don't. I think they're playing this game too slow. I think we can probably get back into the game. Card draw is more important right now. We're at 10 life. That's out of easy burn range. Takenuma. There's one of our discard retrieval mechanisms. So we have 5 mana there, 3 mana there. We will unfortunately be short being able to get out Blob and play it. We need 5 to play it, 4 for Takenuma. Okay. We'll do it at the end of next round. I mean, the end of their turn. Guess we can play that out too. It's a little bit of deck thinning. We have that land in our arsenal partly because it puts itself into the graveyard. That boosts our oozes. We don't have any other lands in our graveyard right now, so that is our first land. That's a different card type. That boosts our ooze. Oh, that's not good. That'll really punish us for drawing cards with Glorious Sunrise. We'll just have to be healing with it. We are at least, our Knight of Dusk's Shadow is preventing Sheoldred's effect from healing them. Still winning the race. Okay. Takanuma time. Mill 3 cards, then return a creature or planeswalker from my graveyard to my hand. That will be Blob. Right. We lose life, that's fine. Can't attack in with Knight of Dusk Shadow, and I think we need these folks up as defenders. Well, let's mulch first. Okay, creature in our graveyard, that's fine, we already had some. Go to combat. We know what we have, that's fine. You have enough health, let's just start attacking in their oozes. We'll see if they want to chump block. We should be able to trade against whatever they block with. Any other questions on the deck we're using? Over here you can see the cards remaining in our deck. Just let me know, I can mouse over them and explain if you're not familiar with the game. They're going to take a while to decide how to do this. No blocks, right? Down to 7. We could actually win next round, depending on how they handle this. They have any big plays. Glorious Sunrise is kind of our ace in a hole key card. It's that first effect there. Creatures of control gain +1/+1 and trample until end of turn. It's the trample that's the important part. That means even though they have 5 creatures up, we can just trample straight through them as long as we have enough total attack power. Looks like we have 23 right now. Add all those +1s, that's up to 29. I do not think they have 29 worth of health and toughness on the board. So this is their chance. One of these cards, it better be pretty good. They should be able to crew their Bank Buster into action. They probably have another Shale Dread in hand, that's why they're trading. Let's gamble. Let's see if we can win this. We're down to 6. They may, if they have another Shale Dread in hand, they could possibly choose to play it out anyway. Nope, they're saving it. Okay. Unless they have some pretty big removal. I think we've got this. Let's play this out. Let's mulch just in case we hit something to boost our blobs. We got like a planeswalker in the discard pile. That'd be another +1 to each of them. Bingo. I don't think we needed it, but we don't know exactly what their final card is. They can also draw cards with Reckoner Bank Buster still, I think. Wandering Emperor. That still may not be enough. They'll exile our blob, no doubt. Could still be GG. We prevented their life gain because our knight is still alive. They probably crew the Bank Buster now. Yep. So get that 4 toughness into the mix. Even with our blob destroyed, I think we should still have them. What are we hitting for right now? 24, it's 26. They're blocking 14. They have 20 toughness at most to throw at us. That should still be it. GG. All right, let's keep getting those wins. After the season reset, need to get back up from Platinum. Since I just started playing last month, apparently there's some quirk with the matchmaking in Arena that newly created accounts find it easier to climb than a few months down the road. We'll see if that's actually true. I did find it a little bit too easy to get to Mythic. I was kind of no-lifing it when I was sick with COVID at the beginning of last month and started playing. So I played a lot. We keep this. We have some mana accelerant. We have one of our win conditions. We don't have anything to get stuff into the graveyard. We start with this tapped so that we can play our knight round 2. Okay, probably facing aggro of some kind. Should hold off the Epicure from attacking us. Excellent. Okay, I don't think we need our Relic of Legends ready right now, so we will instead... These will leave our knight up, not attack with it. We're on the back foot right now. We'll get out our one island in case we draw Kaito. No, I don't think we'll attack. They do have black mana. This could be an anvil deck. That's what they'd want the blood token for. Anvil deck, you sacrifice artifacts to deal your opponent damage and heal yourself. Eagle of the Mirror Breaker. Brokenly good card. We have an answer to that though. We have Tear Asunder. So we could lay this out, then Tear Asunder to keep the second effect from firing off, the card draw. But I think we'll just... No, we should. We'll have enough... I want to play Blob next round. Let's get our Blob built up. So artifact, enchantment, creature, sorcery into the graveyard. A Blob will now be a 4/5 when we play it. We'll let their card filtering go off. We don't have the mana to stop that. Next round we'll play Blob. Still not have the mana to cast Tear Asunder. But by the time their Reflection of Kiki-Jiki can exhaust, we will take care of it. Can take care of that too. Okay. Double block in case they have shenanigans. They'll probably just take our knight. Yep. Fine. If we're lucky and draw a land, then we can start getting rid of one of those artifacts or Fable of the Mirror Breaker and also playing our Blob, which is our primary threat. There's Animal for you. Exhaust it, sacrifice an artifact, deal me damage, heal them by 1. That's why they wanted to get rid of our knight. Maybe I shouldn't have offered the trade, but I didn't want them to be generating treasure tokens every round. Okay, no land. That's fine. We'll attack in. See if they want to sacrifice a creature to put tokens on Weatherlight. No. Okay, Blob. And then we'll just have to start using removal like crazy. Once we untap our 2 Tear Asunders. Our priority will be getting rid of Kiki-Jiki before they can start copying things. Then it's either Weatherlight or Blob. Sorry, Weatherlight or Anvil. Excellent. Interesting. So they'll be able to chump block and keep their Ob Nixiluses alive for a bit. But we should be able to eventually grind them down with Blob kicking in. Okay. So we will go to combat. We know they're not going to chump block with Kiki-Jiki or anything. They're going to probably sacrifice one of these two. Definitely the Devil. Let's go after the strong one. Not a point in attacking in with our one sapperling. We'll use it as a chump blocker. Oh, didn't block with the devil, they blocked with their unstruck token. Okay. Ah, that's a cool trick. They sacrificed their anvil. But our creature still counts as blocked. That's a quirk of Magic that I don't necessarily like. We can get out Kaito. We can draw a card. Ooh, nice. Nothing too big to drag out right now. Let's shut down Kiki, of course. Cheeky. Kiki. And Weatherlight or Anvil. Let's do Anvil. They're going to find it hard to get tokens onto Weatherlight if they're not sacrificing stuff with Anvil. We also are able to probably block whatever comes at us with Blob replicating every round. So I'm not worried about our safety there. Anvil can just damage us directly, so we wanted that gone. Okay, now they are on the back foot. Let's see what they've got. Got a draw. Obnixiluses are going to hurt, but hopefully we can get rid of them. All right, let's see what they've got. Nothing. Okay. Let's mulch. We might get a good creature into our graveyard to play with Gix. No, we just draw all lands. Okay, that's good too. Card draws, card draw. I'm going to play Storefront. I don't think we have a land in our discard pile right now. Sorry, graveyard. There we go. That boosts our blobs. Not like we're really going to use it. They're just going to chump block anyway. Still can't attack with our Sapperling. They'll just block with their Blood Tithe Harvester. Epicure and probably their Devil. No, they want to keep their Devil for Obnixilus's effect. Oh, okay. Thought that was 7 counters, but no, that's 4 counters for that particular effect. Let's see what Kaito has for us. That 5 attack flying is going to be a problem, to be honest. Do you have any answers in hand right now? Okay. All these lands are going to be discard fodder for their 2 Obnixiluses. Because we can't really afford to take much more, to lose much more life. I really wanted that Devil, huh? Discard card, easy choice. You've got another Obnixilus. So is that, now will they have 3 Obnixiluses? I think they sacrificed their their legendary one. His interplay effect is he creates non-legendary copies of himself. So now they have 3 Obnixiluses. Okay, Braid's Arisen Nightmare. They sacrifice something, and we can choose to sacrifice something. We don't need the mana right now. Sacrifice Relic. That we needed. Okay. That changes everything because we can start using its trample ability now. Let's see what's on top of our deck. Seiju, we don't need that. Okay, go to combat. Let's see how many of these they want to save. I think we can still survive. We won't be able to block Weatherlight if it attacks in. But we got rid of that source of damage and card drain. With Kaito. We have him up to 6. His -7 ability. Good. That's usually the Planeswalker's final minus big number ability. It's a bit of a win condition. I don't know that we'll get there. We may be able to... Oh, no. Infernal Grasp. Okay. We can get that back with Cruelty of Gix. I'll grab something out of our discard pile. If they attack in with everything, though, we'll be in a bit of trouble. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Should take 8 damage. Oh no, this one didn't die, so 7 damage. Yeah, exactly what Weatherlight does. Oh, it's card draw. They will sacrifice an artifact. We don't have an artifact to sacrifice. We lose a hit point. So, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We play the Swamp. That's not enough to play Gix and Cleanup Crew. Don't have enough to just end the game, I don't think. We have 24, 26, 70. Yeah, we'd be 4 short. Okay. These heal 4, these heal 3. Well. Cleanup Crew first. Take the healing. Oh, we should have used that to destroy their Weatherlight. Ooh, that was a misplay. Yep, they got us. Let's see. Yep. We still can't stop their Weatherlight. Huge misplay there. All right. We got close. I think if it had gone on one more round with Weatherlight destroyed, we would have been able to just trample it through everything. But you got to make all the right plays. Got our attack with 45 creatures in. All right, keep going a little bit longer. All right, still going with the No Wildcards challenge. Get us back up to Mythic. We have some accelerants in hand. Geki in particular can start seeding the graveyard for our blob. This looks good. Play our black first. Make them think we're running mono black again. Like half of everybody's doing these days. Okay, that will be a problem. Because Shigeki is an enchantment creature. We'll risk it. If he ends up dead, okay. That's a creature and an enchantment in our graveyard for our blob. We can fetch him back out eventually with Takanuma if we want. Our next turns are pretty well set up anyway. 3, 4, 5. Johnny Sleeper Agent. Card draw. We block. Okay. I'm not going to have the mana to use Shigeki properly, so we'll just pile on a bit of damage onto a Johnny to keep that ultimate ability out of reach. Get out of one island, because why not? So now we can hit Blob this round if we want. We probably won't. We don't have the graveyard set up. Will be Glorious Sunrise or Boseiju. That's not good, but better it's grabbing the Geki than our Blob. Okay. Let's get our tree growing. Their Outland Liberator they can sacrifice to destroy an enchantment. I'm more willing to lose Boseiju than our Glorious Sunrise. I think they're deciding what to use their Liberator on right now. They may have Unnatural Moonrise to turn this into Night. And their Outland Liberator just starts destroying enchantments whenever it attacks. But nope, they just do it the old-fashioned way. Turn it to Night by not playing anything. Okay. We play Sunrise. We still don't have enough to play anything else. Play Shakedown Heavy. Enough to play anything else. Go with another Boseiju. We're not under... Oh, it's an enchantment. They'll just destroy it. Let's go to combat. See if they want to sacrifice anything. They probably won't. No, they have removal. Okay, that's fine. They can burn their removal on our 1/1 token. We will use that clue token immediately. Draw a card. Kaito, okay. We need a body on the board. We could play it and start drawing cards, but this should keep both of those at bay. They may attack with their Trap Breaker to destroy our Boseiju, even if it will die. Okay, they're not interested in using its ultimate ability. Yep, they do that. Okay. Trap Breaker is a bigger problem for now. Unfortunately, this guy will be drawing them cards every time they hit us. But now they can't take out our enchantments. Graveyard's still not quite defeated very much, so we will do that. Glorious Sunrise. It's a risk, but we will use Mana Accelerating ability and plant a tree. Hopefully they won't be able to hit us too hard. So their Cathar exiles a creature when it transforms from the werewolf side into the daytime side. But we just didn't have any in play, so it didn't do that. I know they have a Storm Seeker in hand. That could be a problem. they have any other forms of attack boosting, then I'd be really worried, but right now they'll just hit for 10. Then everything's exhausted. Draw a ton of cards, more than they can hold. See if they, oh, I guess they could play their naturalist maybe. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7 mana available. How big is our blob? Only a 2/3. But that may be what we need. Fortunately, I don't think we can play. Let's see if we go Sunrise. We already played land, right? Okay, yeah. Sunrise. Ooh, this might not be the right play. Yeah, I think this is not the right play. Get in a cleanup crew. Gain life. And then we're still probably dead. Yep. Game. We can go ahead and attack in with everything. I'll let you have the satisfaction. I think they're gonna. I don't need to resign. As long as you don't make it drawn out. Okay, they didn't have to do that. All right, slam us. There we go. All right. No, I think we probably could have done better at the end there. Not quite sure about my choices. Oh, I forgot we got some packs from the season reset. Look at all these. Anything we would want? Let's see what our Earth Liberated Primeval. Okay, dragon, tribal stuff. Okay. Given Devastator. Okay. Hopefully I'm not breezing through these too quickly, but I'm just looking for stuff that we want in our main deck, like that. Defiler of Vigor, really good in green decks, and that's mostly what we're running, so we'll be slapping that in right away. Shadow Prophecy. That one's not familiar. Okay, card draw. We could run that. I don't know if it's really worth it for us. Grand Portal. Not exactly sure what this does. I mean, I see it's a land. You get to choose what color it is. Okay. I don't know that we really gain anything from running that instead of just a basic. Our mana balance is fine. Haughty Djinn, that's a powerful card. I don't typically run blue, but definitely works in those spell summoning decks. Ohar, I haven't seen this before. Pretty nice, again for blue. There's another wild card for our no wild card challenge. All right. Okay, so the one thing we definitely want to put in is the Desecrator of something or other. Defiler of Vigor. Put this view back to there. Okay, we can cut a Kaito or a land. Take forest down to 8. Another swamp. We'll try that. It may end up being too low on lands. But Defiler of Vigor is some resource acceleration of its own. Alright, let's go in for one more game or so. We'll see if we can get a win. That'd be a nice place to end. Okay, I guess we keep. Net Terminal is one of the ways that we can play Kaito even without an island. Oh, we might want to play Mulch round 2. Okay, so Deathcap Glade first. I'll make transients. We'll want to cut that down actually before it gets too big. Yeah, so we won't play Mulch. We'll just cut it down before they can play an enchantment. Gets a +1 counter every time they play an enchantment. And just one more counter and it's out of cut down range. So we did that while we could. Got another one. Okay. We want to do this round. Let's just do Glade, Weatherseed Treaty, an island. If we had played Network Terminal, we'd have that 1 mana ready, but nothing to do with it. So we'll just play the tapped, get the land into play tapped now, and then have it available next turn. We should be able to play Network Terminal and then Kaito. Not that that does us a ton of good. We could play Defiler. That sounds good. Yep, let's do it. They're just playing an enchantment deck, it looks like. We have a pretty good matchup against them. We have a fair amount of removal. Okay, there's one of their enchantments. They'll exile our Defiler, no doubt. Start placing tokens. Okay. That's trample. Okay. Let's mulch. I think we can just get out Glorious Sunrise. I guess we can see what's coming up. Shigeki, that's okay. But I think we need something to deal with enchantments. So we'll prioritize that. Yeah, let's just get our Net Terminal out. We can hopefully start drawing cards with Kaito soon. See if they have removal. They may, looks like they're thinking about smashing something. Yeah, them getting rid of our Defiler was a big hit for our tempo, but that's okay. That's what the game's about. Give and take. Right, they'll be hitting for 8. Let's see if they have anything else to play. Nope. Did not draw what we need. Okay. Ah, there goes our cleanup crews into the discard. Okay, we may be able to get them back. Without Kaido, we don't have anything else to do. Heal, still might not be enough. Get a ninja token, we might have to just chump block with it. Usually our enchant we have for enchantment removal we have 2 copies Titan of Industry. I'd pack more, but we're doing the no wildcard challenge. 4 copies Cleanup Crew. And 4 copies Terra Sunder. I think that's it. I'd be running Silverback Elder if we had that. Right, chump block so we don't die. And I think this game is lost. Yeah. Didn't draw the answers we needed to free up our Defiler. We could have potentially played out our Shakedown Heavy, then used Glorious Sunrise's card draw effect. See if we get something, but I don't think I need to waste the other person's time when I'm at 3 health and I just won't be able to block both attacks. Like I theoretically could if I drew into a Titan and had the mana to play it. Would I have the mana to play it? I couldn't remember. We would have needed 10. Oh well, regardless. Hey, there's our enchantment removal. We keep. Got 1 copy of Old Rutstein, so we'll see how he does. We might be playing mono black. Probably playing mono black. We discard one of these lands, I think. Let's get out Shigeki. Shigeki. See if they use cut down. Okay, no, they're doing more of a tax my hand route. Okay. Or make me discard my hand. Okay, let's just get out old. Oh, mulch. Mulch gives us cards. And they're trying to make us discard all our cards. That might be helpful to have. No tax. Shigeki can block one of these attacks without dying as long as they don't cut him down. No, it's not good for our strategy. Yeah, Graveyard Trespasser's problem for this deck. Okay, so we're a ways out from Cleanup Crew, but we can play Rutstein. Gives us some blood. Thanks, old Rutstein. I was hoping for a treasure so that we could use Shigeki's ability this turn. No such luck. Use downfall, that's fine. Better that one than one of our key pieces. Now they'll probably attack in with Trespasser. Maybe exile Rutstein. Yep. We don't block. Shigeki's more valuable alive. And they'll just start exiling it from our graveyard anyway. Okay. Yeah, they're really attacking our hand. Not going to use our blood token because we don't have enough cards in hand. Cut down. Do that. No attacks and turn. And we're going to use Shigeki's ability to hopefully absorb an attack. Declare him as a blocker, then you return him to hand, but the attack remains blocked. Yeah, unfortunately they're going to be feasting on our graveyard. Cast blockers. 1 blocker. And before passing damage, whoop. Put that land into play. That goes into our graveyard. Could play cut down, but I don't see the point. Okay. We'll have 7 mana available. That's Clean Crew. I could use it for health gain, but let's just get rid of one of their attackers. And then we still have cut down. Or we can use that resource for our blood token. Discard something and draw another card. Let us stop. So now they might stop attacking in with their Graveyard Glutton unless they have removal to kill our cleanup crew. Don't want to lose their Glutton. They probably have removal. Or maybe they just really want to clear out our graveyard. It's fine. They're probably not going to be able to both keep their thing alive and destroy mine. And I'm okay with either their thing not dying or my thing dying, as long as we get one of those. Let's see. Maybe they'll have a board wipe, like Meat Hook for 2. No, just Duress. Okay. Oh, we should have just spent our cut down before they did that. Oh well. There's the Meat Hook for 2. It's fine. Graveyard Glutton's a bigger problem for us than Meat Hook. Alright, let's see what we're working with on top of our deck. Don't want that. Then we can use Shigeki to fetch something from our graveyard. We have 8 mana available. It's a pretty costly ability. It's 2 green plus 2 more for each card you fetch. Right now, Tear Asunder and Cleanup Crew are really the only ones I want to fetch. If we fetch Cleanup Crew, we wouldn't be able to play it. Fetch Tear Asunder, we can at least play it on their Meat Hook if we want to avoid being hit by that. If they try to like sacrifice creatures or something. We'll wait till end of turn, see what they have. But probably we'll be fetching Tear Asunder and Cleanup Crew. When they enter the battlefield or attack, exile from a graveyard. Let's do this before they can take one of those 2 things that we want. Okay. Probably exile Shigeki now. Yep, and Weatherseed Treaty. Okay. We're definitely not going to have a strong graveyard this game. I'm not going to use Tear Asunder right now. We'll just Clean Up Crew their Meat Hook. Could save that in my hand to try to bluff that we have an instant or something, but I don't see the point right now. We might want the mana depending on what we draw. Cool. Alright. The top deck battle. They've only got 2 cards in hand, and we of course have 1. They know what our card is, which is a problem. If we're just going to discard it anyway. We might draw a creature or land, which they can't discard. Okay, it's just another Tear Asunder. It's fine. We didn't really lose anything from that other than our blood token. No attacks. So right now, Drag to the Bottom actually clears out their Glutton. Because it's not a targeted spell, the ward wouldn't trigger. We could pay the ward anyway. No, we couldn't. But we have 3 basic land types. This would be 3 + 1, which is 4. Let's just attack in. We may not even need to use our board wipe if they jump block. Nope. Okay. Let's get rid of them. We need to draw into some kind of answer to our Cleanup Crew. They can keep playing chumps. They even have chumps. But but they're on a clock. Pretty generous clock. Still 14 life. We can do 6 each round. Oh, looks like they got something. Trying to pilfer. They could discard a non-land card, which we don't have. Okay. Play that out. They know what it is already. This. Shakedown heavy out. They can... Okay. Got there. Alright, so part of the reason we're running kind of low on lands is for those mid to late game top deck battles, where you just, whoever draws the better cards wins. If we're not drawing a ton of lands at that point, we do better. We have so many land fetching effects that we don't usually miss our important land drops. We are running, I'll pull this up for our end of stream deck review. Oop, wrong one. That's this one. The land fetch effects. Mulch. Grabs a lot of lands. 1 or 2 usually, but sometimes 3 or 4. Weatherseed Treaty fetches any land out of your deck. Boseiju will fetch forests out of our deck, 2 of them when we play it. So that's 10 cards right there. That's plenty. 20 lands, 10 fetching cards. We don't have problems. I can show you deck stats, I think. Mana curve, top heavy, that's fine. We built for that. Only 14 creatures. Wish I had more, but you only have so much room. Our early game stuff's mostly removal. 4 Tear Sunder. Cruelty of, drag the bottom up here. And cut down. Okay. I'll end with that deck overview up and sign out for now. So tomorrow is our regularly scheduled Noita stream. This was just off schedule. I wanted to get this started, see if there's much interest. I've been enjoying mostly playing it during breakfast. I previously didn't have a game that I can really just play hands-free while I'm eating, so I'd watch YouTube. I like playing a game better. So got into this beginning of last month when Dominaria United came out and the season reset. All right, thanks all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Playing digital cards isn't exactly the most blood pumping of activities, but I find it fun to do. I'm happy if I'm able to share that. So check my schedule if you're new around here, and I hope to see you all next time.